playing on the creek behind my backyard when she was at her grandparents, and I showed her my room. So we were, best friends after that, I guess. And, but then I actually didn't see Allison for a while. She went to a different school than I did, and then freshman year soccer tryouts showed up, and there was Allison, and I recognized her immediately as the competition. Because I played against her in club soccer all growing up and stuff, and I was like, oh man, she's good. You better look out. But we actually hit it off pretty quickly and became friends pretty quickly freshman year, and it's kind of just been history ever since. And then I actually remember the first time I saw Dean was Allison told me she had a crush on this boy who was in my American history class with Mr. Dubio. And so I remember seeing him in the back row with his skater hair, and he was pretty much never paying attention, and I was like, okay, all right, well, we can do that, or we'll like him. So then, Tammo overnight for Young Life, and Dean asked Allison to be his girlfriend in front of a fairly similar crowd to this, and we were all kind of watching them. It was like a big deal, and I was all excited. But then I think they broke up after that and got back together later when they actually wanted to date. But I just remember the friends being the same, which is an exception. Okay, so I was thinking about what story I wanted to tell you guys to kind of, encompass our relationship. There's been hundreds probably. I realize it's a little bit cliche, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity. And the one that I kept coming back to actually happened our junior year during track practice. Every track practice, were told to run a cool down for 15 minutes after practice. And we would go over, there's this little hill at Timberstone. We'd run over the hill and then kind of around. It's an area we call Iraq, but I don't know what it's actually called. And we started getting bolder and bolder because we realized once we got over the hill, the coach couldn't see us. So I remember one particular day we got very bold and had gone just over the hill and then stopped moving completely. And we're doing random things, Allison was sitting on the ground playing with a stick, and I was talking to somebody else over on the other side. And so then we all kind of look up at once, and there's Coach Urbina standing on the top of the hill, looking down at all of us, and we all just kind of were like, oh boy. Yep, we're caught. So we all came up on the hill, and we're all lined up, and we're getting yelled at, and he's so angry at us. And I just remember Alice and I standing at the end of that line, and we were dying laughing. And he was so frustrated. He was like, I'm getting you in trouble. And Alice and I were back there cracking up. We couldn't stop. It was so funny. I mean, the fact, what are we supposed to do, right? We were totally caught. So remember, we had to rerun the whole track practice. He made us redo the whole thing. But anyways, it just kind of shows Allison and I's relationship. We have a lot of fun together, a lot of memories, and all the time she's visited me at Miami and all of that stuff. So, anyways, I think that Allison and Dean getting married today has kind of been a long time coming. It's been 6 years, which is crazy, and they're perfect together. They're so supportive all the time, and loving, and they communicate, and always make time for each other, make time for their friends. And I think that's the reason that they've been so successful in their relationship, like I said before, is the friends that surround them. And a lot of us are here tonight, and we all love you guys, and we would not be the same people without you. And I think it's an exception because they've always made time for their friends. So Dean will have guys' nights, and Al will have girls' nights, and they've never lost that. And I think it's really important and something that's special to you guys. They'll take great care of her, and I don't know. I guess it's just a new time in life that's very exciting for everyone. It's a lot of change, and it's great, and I'm so happy for you. So I wanted to give you guys some advice. I was kind of wrap things up and realized that I don't have very much to draw on. So I actually met a friend this summer who has one of the most beautiful relationships with her husband that I've seen in a long time. And so I took some advice from her to pass on to you guys. And she said 3 things in a marriage. She said, number 1, act kindly towards each other, always. Number 2, speak kindly to each other. And 3, and I think the most importantly, think kindly of each other. Because if you don't have those thoughts in your head, then they won't ever become a problem. And you know, God knows your thoughts and He knows your heart. And stay true in your thoughts. Keep them pure. And so with that, I guess best wishes and good luck. And I love you both very much. And so I'd like to toast to Allison and Dean. May today be the first day of the rest of their lives.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our next toast, our best man, Kyle Babcock.